Racing on Friday takes place out at Fairview, and we've got a 9-race program with race number 1 set to get underway at 12:05. Joining me on the line is Grant Paddock. And Grant, how are you doing?
All good, Real, not too bad. Good morning to you and good morning to the punters as well. Weather's pretty good down here in the Eastern Cape. Wind is up as per normal, but we got used to that now. And hopefully we can get the punters off to a decent start to the weekend on Friday.
Well, race number 1, it is set to be around over 1,200 meters. The exotics will begin in race number 2. The first race, maiden plate for fillies and mares. And Grant, what's your thoughts here? There's a few horses that could certainly put up their hand.
Yeah, it's quite a shallow field. You'll know more about the filly. Is probably going to open up favourites in the number 5, Her Royalty. She comes out of some Durban form lines, and she really doesn't have to be anything special to win a race like this. A very, very shallow race. I think it is a maiden plate. She's probably just got to reproduce her second last run there over the 1,400. I don't think cutting back to the trip will be a problem. Gavin knows how to sharpen them up, and she's probably going to be the right horse in the race. The dangers to her, the 6 horse Serendipitous, she ran last week. I don't know if she'll still take her place here. If she does, she might have a small place chance. As well as this filly Tune again, who ran a decent race from a bad draw last time out, and she's got to be a decent runner from a 1 draw. Not a nice start to the card. Hopefully a horse like Regina Lou can also improve under Zichman Westhaven stable. And tricky kind of start to the punters. Fortunately not part of any exotics, so we are going to be tipping at 5, 6, 1 and 13, Rahil. 5, 6, 1 and 13 in race number 1. Moving along to race number 2, this will be the start of the bipart. 12:40 is the off time. It is an open maiden for fillies and mares over 1,600 meters. And this filly from the Justin Snaith yard, Noordsburg, she ran second on local debut when finishing 1.5 lengths behind Tartan Queen. Richard Free now takes a ride. She's got an awkward draw to deal with once again, but she now steps up in distance, which could well suit her nicely. Yeah, definitely the step up in trip is going to be the answer to that question. She's did my nap on the day. I think she's found the right kind of a field. I think she'll be a hard horse to beat. 9 draw, always tricky, but you got that free factor, and he knows how to get them over from a bad draw. With regards to the rest of the field, Laugh Till I Cry, very nice start. I've been waiting for this filly to get over the mile. From a decent draw with Cabello up, she's going to be right there as well. Definitely the biggest danger, and I think a good exactor for the punters to start off with. And then a horse like Beijing Boulevard, Month of Sundays, they could fill up the quartets. But I'm very strong on Noordsburg. She's my nap for the day, and I'm tipping at 6, 2, 3 and 4. All in with Noordsburg in race number 2. Moving along to race number 3 next. This is the start of the place accumulator. Guineas plate over 1,600 meters. 1:15 is the off time. And My Best Shot, he is back in action. Richard Free takes a ride aboard this Son of Fire Away. He seems to be a better horse on the turf, but in saying that, I know he has won on the poly track. Last time out, he was comfortably beaten behind On My Honor, who unfortunately didn't really do much to enhance that form when running in the Cape Punters Cup last weekend. But all in here with My Best Shot, or number 3, Sakura Jima, in with a big shout. Rahil, very nice races, 2 very nice 3-year-olds. I don't know what happened with My Best Shot last time out, to be very honest with you. Might have had just an off day at the races. I'm not 100% sure, but he's well held by Sakura Jima. He's a big weight turnaround. I think there's 6 kilograms in it. He's going to battle, if they run similarly races, he's going to battle to beat Sakura Jima. But he's a very decent horse, My Best Shot. Maybe he's just had an off day. But Sakura Jima's got his measure. He should beat him again. He's doing well back home. The yard are very happy with him. I'm tipping at 3 from 1 and 4, and I'm bankering the 3 in the place accumulator. Yep, number 3, Sakura Jima, the top pick here for Grant. Moving along to race number 4, fillies and mares, 64 handicap over 1,600 meters. 13:50 is the off time for race number 4. And Grant, the 4th race, start off the pick 6. What's your fancy here? Rahil, nice fillies race this. Quite competitive, very good run from Green Fame last time out. She's my value bet on the card today. Very good last start, but she's just beaten a length and a bit over the course and distance. Lovely draw. Caden up. And then this filly, Blue Palace, I made the biggest danger. She's got a very good draw. Kabela Matsinyani up for Sharon Cotson. I think she's going to be a big runner. An Arabian Red. If she takes to the poly, and she unfortunately got 62 kilos, but you got that Richard Furry factor there as well. And then a horse like Vintage Crystal could definitely fill in the quartet. Colorama is another filly that if she wants to run, she can. Maybe wider pick sixes, but I think there's some decent value on Green Fame. I think she's worth a bit of a bet. And I'm tipping at 4, 6, 1, and 7 with Green Fame my value on the day.
Yep. Race 4, number 4, Green Fame. Moving along to race number 5 next. This is the Fillies and Mares 68 handicap. 2,000 meters the distance. 2:30 is the off time. And I see Canford Queen having a first start for Kelly Mitchley. She's a filly that has done well on the poly track, but has been well held at her last few starts. Perhaps she can return to someone for better form. But Grant, the filly of interest in this race for me is number 4, Such a Life. With Kabelo Matsinyane aboard, she ran against Stronger last time out, and she'll no doubt appreciate going over 2,000 meters.
Yeah, 100%. That is the only question marks. Yeah, 3-year-old filly carrying 59.5. Not easy, but she's an improver, and she's definitely going to be in the first 3. I no doubt first 3 or 4. She'll no doubt. The poly specialist here is number 1, Lady Zoltanite. She's got a bit of pudding to carry and from a 9 draw, but she really does very well on the poly, and she has raced against Stronger. Then you have the likes of Quarandi, very good last run over 1900 from a 1 draw. That's got to be there and thereabouts, and then a filly like Gold for Africa, who's always in the mix. Nice kind of a race this Rahul. I'm tipping at 1, 6, 3, and 4.
1, 6, 3, and 4. The numbers in race number 5 for Grant. Moving along to race number 6 next. This is an MR 68 handicap over 2,000 meters. It's a big field. 3:05. The off time. It is the start of Jackpot 2. And Grant, a big field here, so I'm guessing you're going to have to load up in those exotics.
Yeah, 100%. You're going to have to go a bit wide here. It's a tricky kind of a race. The favourite here is probably going to be number 3, Hot Stealer, but from a 14 drawn on the poly, I'm going to look elsewhere. I actually like a little bit of this horse, Head Gardener, back from a good draw, back into a good draw for draw 2 over a favourite course and distance. And if he gets to the front, he could be a hard nut to crack. This horse, Roll of the Dice, won a very good maiden last time out, but it was a weak field, and he got away from them at the right time. I don't think he'll be able to do the same kind of tactics with the likes of Head Gardner in the race. The Inkosana might have a chance, but he's coming back from a break. And then the Sharon Cotson or Slaughtermouth, he's got to be a big runner. Karoo Gold and Harold the Duke. Harold the Duke won a very good race last time out, and Karoo Gold ran second to him. Fortunately, Karoo Gold is drawn out at 16. Harold the Duke has got a very good draw 4, where he won from a bad draw last time out, so he's got to be a big runner as well. Tricky kind of a race where the punters need to go as wide as possible here, Rahul, and I'm tipping at 10, 2, 6, and 8.
Yeah, Sam Quinton is another horse that I think you can include into the play as well. Jason Gates takes the ride here for Emmanuel Cackness. Moving along to race number 7, it's an MR 68 handicap over 1,000 meters. 15:40 is the off time. And it's another race that looks to be quite trappy, where you've got a number of horses that bring form to the table. And Grant, race 7, what's your thinking here?
I don't like this race, Rahul. This is a really difficult race. A couple of very moderate horses. There's a newcomer here from the Allen Graveyard, and I see Richards jumped aboard, so she's obviously showing some very decent form. Work at home. Punters need to have a look. If there's any early money for this filly, please add her into the exotics. I haven't, because she's been running over slightly further, but I don't think she, Allen also knows how to sharpen them up. Horses like Cruisador, Knock 'em Stiff, Wordsworth, and Aquila Gold are the horses that have got a bit of form over the course and distance, and they need to be warranted. Very, very shallow race this. Even a filly down at the bottom, Mediterranean Goddess with Jason Gates holding decent poly form. And in this kind of a field, she can be anything as well. Very tricky race for the punters to get through. I've got 4 horses in my PA at 4, 5, 6, and 7. I'm tipping at 4, 5, 6, 7, but I can tell you might have to add in the 3 and the 11 as well. It's a really bad race, and very difficult for the punters to get through this one.
Moving along to race number 8 next, the penultimate race on the program. 4:15 is the off time. It's an MR 86 handicap over 1,400 meters. And AF Yellow Yokul, he was a winner last time out. Grant, the manner in which this horse won last time out, wow. He won better than the margin even suggests. I mean, I don't think Marco even moved.
Yeah, 100%. They've got him taped. Now, Marco rode a very good race. That's the way he wants to be ridden. He's really doing well. He's in a fine form. I have no issues with the step up in trip. As you say, he could have won a lot easier, a lot further last time out. This is definitely stronger. The likes of Mars Vigilante, Travel Master, El Ramiachi. But just the way he won, he got 4 points for that win. Is not bad at all. So he's definitely still my first choice. Mars Vigilante has got to be a big runner, coming back from a short rest. He's also going for the hat-trick. Decent draw, Richard up. He's got to be there. And I have got a lot of respect for Travel Master too. He's a solid form, and with a good draw with Kendall up, he's going to be right there. I'm tipping at 2, 4, 12 and 9. And I think the race will be between AF Yellow Yokul and Mars Vigilante.
Yep, 2 and 4, 2 horses to play around in race number 8. Both looking for a hat-trick. Race number 9, final race on the day. It's an MR of 72 handicap, 1400 meters. The off time 1400 meters the distance, 1650 is the off time. And yeah, race number 9. Grant, what's your thoughts here on the final race on the day?
I'm very strong on this horse, a legal thriller, Rahil. He ran from an absolutely abysmal draw last time. I think it was 16 out of 16 over a 1300 on the poly, and he ran a very good race. He ran third. He was running on very strongly. The step up a furlong, a much better draw. I think he's going to be a very hard horse to beat. His biggest danger is definitely number 6 Golden Pavilion, having his second run here. There was a lot of money for him first time out. He ran a very nice race, just needed a run, and he's going to give the Richard Fourie horse a very big run for his money. I think it's a boat race between those two. You might have to add in the pick 6 maybe Silver Tycoon and Scampton, who's down in class. He'll run a big race as well. But I think the winner will come from 5 and 6. I'm bankering the 5 in the place accumulator and tipping it 5, 6, 4 and 1.
5, 6, 4 and 1, the top 4 choices there in race number 9 for Grant. And we're going to move along to the suggested bet now. Grant will take us through his suggested bet for racing on Friday out at Fairview. Grant, take it away.
Thank you very much, Rahil. My best bet, race 2, number 6, Noordsburg. My value bet, race 4, number 4, Green Fame. And the suggested bets, the place accumulator goes as follows. We open up with Banker 3 by 4 and 6, by 1, 3, 6, by 2, 6, 10, by 4, 5, 6, 7, by 2 and 4, by Banker 5 for 144 Rand.
That is Grant Paddock's place accumulator for racing on Friday. Grant, thanks very much for your time. Looking forward to the meeting on Friday. All the best. Have a wonderful week ahead.
Thank you very much, Rahil, and good luck to those punters on Friday. Goodbye.
All the best with racing out at Fairview.